Far in the middle of the North Atlantic Ocean, where powerful winds collide with endless waves, lies a place that seems to challenge the laws of nature itself. A hidden island world where cliffs rise from the sea, clouds move between mountains, and a mysterious lake appears to float hundreds of meters above the ocean below. This is Lake Sørvágsvatn, the largest lake in the Faroe Islands, a place surrounded by legends, dramatic landscapes, and one of the most extraordinary natural illusions on Earth. From a distance, the lake seems impossible. Its calm waters appear suspended high above the Atlantic Ocean, separated from the sea by towering cliffs and a narrow stretch of land. For generations, this mysterious landscape has captured the imagination of those who visit. Because Lake Sørvágsvatn is not just a beautiful place. It is a reminder that nature can create scenes that seem almost unreal. But behind this breathtaking view lies a much older story. A story written by ice, wind, and millions of years of geological transformation. The Faroe Islands were shaped by ancient volcanic activity and later transformed by massive glaciers that carved deep valleys, steep cliffs, and the dramatic landscapes we see today. Lake Sørvágsvatn became one of the silent witnesses of this forgotten past. A body of water that survived through countless storms, changing climates, and the endless forces of the North Atlantic. But this island is not only a story of nature. It is also a story of people who learned how to survive at the edge of the world. For centuries, the people of the Faroe Islands lived between mountains and oceans, in a place where the weather could change within minutes, and the sea controlled almost every part of life. The ocean provided food, connection, and opportunity. But it also demanded respect. Strong winds, powerful waves, and unpredictable storms shaped the character of generations who called these islands home. The communities around Lake Sørvágsvatn developed a deep relationship with their surroundings. Here, nature was never something separate from human life. The mountains provided shelter. The ocean provided survival. And the landscape became part of the identity of the people who lived among it. Walking around Lake Sørvágsvatn feels like entering another world. The silence is interrupted only by the sound of wind passing across the water and waves crashing against distant cliffs. Birds fly above the dramatic coastline, mountains disappear into clouds, and the endless ocean surrounds the island like a giant natural wall. But perhaps the most fascinating mystery of Sørvágsvatn is the feeling that time moves differently here. A place where ancient landscapes remain almost untouched. Where small villages continue old traditions. And where people still live according to the rhythm of nature rather than the speed of the modern world. Yet, this peaceful landscape hides a powerful reality. Life on these islands has never been easy. Every generation has faced the challenge of living in one of the most isolated environments in Europe. But instead of leaving, people built communities, preserved traditions, and created a unique culture shaped by the ocean and the mountains around them. Perhaps that is the true mystery of Lake Sørvágsvatn. Not only why this lake appears to float above the sea, but why humans continue choosing to build their lives in such a remote and powerful landscape. Because this place represents something rare in the modern world. A connection between humans and nature that has survived for centuries. This is Lake Sørvágsvatn, a mysterious lake above the Atlantic Ocean, where ancient forces shaped impossible landscapes, where isolated communities preserve forgotten traditions, and where the edge of the world still holds secrets waiting to be discovered. But the deeper we explore the story of Lake Sørvágsvatn, the more we discover that this place is not only a natural wonder. It is a symbol of survival, isolation, and the powerful relationship between humans and one of the most unpredictable environments on Earth. because the Faroe Islands were never an easy place to call home. They are a collection of remote islands standing alone in the North Atlantic, surrounded by a vast ocean that has separated communities from the rest of the world for centuries. For those who arrived here long ago, the landscape must have appeared almost impossible. Steep mountains rising directly from the sea. Cliffs disappearing into endless fog. And powerful waves constantly reminding them that nature was always in control. Yet these islands became home. Over generations, people learned how to read the land and the ocean around them. They learned when the seas were safe, when storms were approaching, and how to survive in a place where resources were limited and every decision mattered. The people living near Lake Sørvágsvatn inherited this knowledge from their ancestors. A knowledge built not from technology, but from experience. From watching the clouds gather above the mountains, from understanding the changing moods of the ocean, from knowing that survival in this environment depends on respecting nature, not challenging it. And perhaps nowhere is this connection more visible than in the relationship between the Faroese people and the sea. For centuries, the ocean has been both their greatest challenge and their greatest source of life. Fishing became more than an occupation. It became a tradition, a way of life, and a connection between generations. Every journey into the Atlantic carried uncertainty. The sea could provide everything a community needed. But it could also reveal its unforgiving power without warning. This constant relationship with nature shaped the identity of the people here. They developed a culture built around patience, cooperation, and resilience. Values that continue to define life in the Faroe Islands today. But beyond the human story, Lake Sørvágsvatn remains a place where nature creates its own mysteries. The famous illusion of the lake appearing higher above the ocean is only one part of its magic. The true wonder lies in the landscape surrounding it. A place where mountains, cliffs, and ocean exist in perfect tension. Where every direction reveals another dramatic scene. The lake stretches quietly beneath the mountains, while the Atlantic continues crashing against the cliffs below. It creates a strange feeling of standing between two worlds. Above, a peaceful freshwater lake surrounded by silence. Below, a powerful ocean that has shaped these islands for millions of years. And somewhere between these two worlds, humans built a life. Perhaps this is what makes Lake Sørvágsvatn so fascinating. It is not only about a beautiful landscape. It is about a place where humans learn to exist within nature's extremes. A place where isolation created a unique culture instead of loneliness. Where harsh conditions created strength instead of fear. And where the mystery of the landscape became part of the identity of those who live here. Because some places on Earth are beautiful not because they are easy. They are beautiful because they are difficult. They remind us that life can exist even in the most unexpected corners of the planet. This is Lake Sørvágsvatn, a hidden world between mountain and ocean, where ancient landscapes tell forgotten stories, where people continue living with nature's power, and where one mysterious lake reveals the extraordinary beauty of Earth's final frontiers. But there is another hidden story beneath the dramatic cliffs and endless ocean winds of the Faroe Islands. A story about time itself. Because places like Lake Sørvágsvatn seem to exist outside the modern world. Here, there are no endless highways crossing the landscape. No giant cities covering the horizon. Instead, there are small villages surrounded by mountains, where life continues according to the rhythm of nature. For the people who live near this mysterious lake, the landscape is not something they simply admire. It is something they understand. Every mountain has a name. Every valley carries a memory. Every stretch of coastline holds stories from generations who depended on this harsh but beautiful environment. The Faroe Islands have always been a place where humans had to listen carefully to nature. The weather can change within minutes. A calm morning can transform into a powerful storm by afternoon. Clouds can descend over the mountains, hiding entire landscapes, and creating a world where the boundaries between land, sea, and sky almost disappear. For outsiders, this environment may appear lonely. But for the people who call these islands home, the silence has another meaning. It is peace. It is connection. It is the feeling of belonging to a place where nature remains larger than human ambition. For centuries, communities around the Faroe Islands created a lifestyle built around cooperation. In small villages, people depended on each other to survive the challenges of island life. Families shared knowledge, helped their neighbors, and protected traditions that could easily disappear in a rapidly changing world. This connection can still be seen today. In the colorful houses standing against dark mountains. In the boats resting along the coastline. In the traditions that continue connecting modern generations with their ancestors. But Lake Sørvágsvatn holds another mystery. Its beauty changes constantly, depending on the mood of the sky. Under bright sunlight, the lake appears calm and peaceful, reflecting the mountains surrounding it. But when clouds cover the islands and fog moves across the water, the entire landscape transforms into something almost unreal. The lake becomes a mirror of the sky. The mountains disappear into mist. And the ocean below becomes a powerful reminder of how small this human world truly is. Perhaps this is why legends and stories have always surrounded places like this. When humans stand before landscapes they cannot fully explain, imagination begins searching for answers. Ancient island communities created stories about hidden worlds, mysterious creatures, and forces beyond human understanding. These stories became part of the identity of the islands. Because here, nature itself feels like a legend. A place where reality already looks like a myth. Yet the true wonder of Lake Sørvágsvatn is not found only in its unusual appearance. It is found in the relationship between a small human community and an enormous natural world. A relationship built through centuries of adaptation, respect, and survival. Because living at the edge of the Atlantic teaches an important lesson. Humanity does not always need to conquer nature. Sometimes, the greatest achievement is learning how to live beside it. And perhaps this is the secret hidden within Lake Sørvágsvatn. The lake is not extraordinary because it rises above the ocean. It is extraordinary because it represents a place where humans, history, and nature remain deeply connected. This is Lake Sørvágsvatn, a mysterious corner of the North Atlantic where fog hides ancient stories, where isolated communities preserve forgotten traditions, and where a lake above the sea continues reminding the world that some places are still beyond imagination. It creates a strange feeling of standing between two worlds. Above, a peaceful freshwater lake surrounded by silence. Below, a powerful ocean that has shaped these islands for millions of years. And somewhere between these two worlds, humans built a life. Perhaps this is what makes Lake Sørvágsvatn so fascinating. It is not only about a beautiful landscape. It is about a place where humans learn to exist within nature's extremes. A place where isolation created a unique culture instead of loneliness. Where harsh conditions created strength instead of fear. And where the mystery of the landscape became part of the identity of those who live here. Because some places on Earth are beautiful not because they are easy. They are beautiful because they are difficult. They remind us that life can exist even in the most unexpected corners of the planet. This is Lake Sørvágsvatn, a hidden world between mountain and ocean, where ancient landscapes tell forgotten stories, where people continue living with nature's power, and where one mysterious lake reveals the extraordinary beauty of Earth's final frontiers.